Welcome. It is Curious Gaming and Naka.
Hello.
We're more of the silence of the Heels 2 remake.
Silence of the Two Lambs.
Yay! There's two of them.
Nah.
Can you check to make sure it is in fact going? I'm just paranoid that
I know
we're not gonna check and it. Okay, so we're
it's
not
recording,
that it won't be.
and I will double check the audio again. We got our audio, and it's not making any noise. Also, it froze while we did that because it's not active while we were on the
I'm
screen.
sorry.
So there we go.
But yes, we are back. Still pretty sure we're coming to like the end of the game. I'm probably gonna say that until we actually get to the end of the game now, though. But yeah.
I remember you're like, oh, we gotta be getting close to the end. Like when we were like still in the city, it's like, sweetie, no.
This is a long game.
Of course, it's a long game.
This is real long. Oh, you.
It'll correct once it's out.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, you better. Don't you dare. I'm not playing this keyboard and mouse. That'd be awful. I'm awful at keyboard and mouse games. Something I was just talking to Naka about just now. At some point, hopefully, we will do a stream. So on Twitch, of the new.
I said it would come out. It would change over.
Okay, press the button.
Oh, God damn it. Hang on. I think I know what's going on.
But
There you go.
But that we're going to do a Twitch
Oh,
record.
it's back again? Is it because this has different settings?
Maybe. But then we're going to do a Twitch stream of the new MonsterCon.
Why is it doing this? At
some point.
Off screen, I did a little tweaking to optimize the game. Because I found, like, it feels choppy while it's moving around. I don't like it. It's bugging my eyes. So, I used my graphics card settings and some tweaks, and got it so that it was running nice and smooth. I think I don't know, it looks a bit smoother. Maybe I'm just crazy.
Oh, okay, it's just shiny.
But when it loaded in there for a second,
okay.
It looked like it was a little choppy again. And I was very displeased with that, because it shouldn't be choppy.
I've done one run through of MonsterCon. It is adorable, just like the other ones of the series.
Yeah.
It definitely feels like they've been able to put more money into it and whatnot. Like there's more animation and whatnot, but like it's just.
Well, you wanted monsters. They're back.
Yep.
Should I turn off the lights? Are you still actively?
I'm kind of like eating here and there. You can turn it off.
No, let's leave the light on so you don't make a mess while you eat.
Alright, fair enough.
Oh, my hip. My body. With the stretching.
We got a secret ending. My first go through of MonsterCon. It is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! You're right behind me. I didn't. That's my bad. That is my bad. Go. Right in there. My blind spot.
Blind spoop.
My blind spot. My spot. I'm not gonna go in there yet. Let's check the room. Look.
In loving memory of Sean Mitchell, the family regret to inform you of his passing. There we go. The funeral services will be held at the St. Stella Church in South Vale, intersection of Nathan Avenue and Neely Street at 11 a.m. Following the service, we will hold a small reception at Sean's family home.
Do we know who Sean is?
Sean Mitchell? No.
Oh, no.
Don't think so.
No. I figure we can go out there, but don't worry.
Maybe it is running smoothly again. It's just in that little area we started in, it seemed to be choppy. But I guess it is smooth now. Especially with the fiasco from I'm so paranoid because of the fiasco with the fight with Eddie.
Oh, that was awful.
It was frame dropping like crazy. I could hardly see.
The fight was already a hard fight. You weren't supposed to be able to see properly.
Yeah, but with everything jolting and jittering around.
Way worse.
And that was some killer frame drop too. Like that was like, oh man, it's gone from 60 to like 10.
Yeah, it was god.
Oh, it was rough.
I don't like that has
I don't know if this is the correct room.
No.
102. What do we have? 30 something or 103?
Give me a second.
312. Okay. So, third floor.
Yep.
Get in the hole, you wuss.
Get in the hole. Into the hole I go. Into the hole. Wait, is this just the room I was just in?
No.
No, it's a different room. I'm stupid.
Opposite side of the hall.
I'm so stupid. Oh god.
Sometimes with direction, you are Ryoga from Ranma.
I would love to turn into a tiny pig. As long as I'm not a nice guy like him, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, they're trying to make him a bit better in the new one, but...
Well, I prefer him when he's a pig. He's such a freaking nice guy. I'm like, oh god.
For anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, Ranma 1/2, great anime
It's so good.
from like the early 90s, super good anime, lots of fun. It's a little problematic here and there, because like it very much so is of its time, and specifically is of its Japanese culture's time. So there's some stuff in it that's not so great, but it's nothing terrible, right? Like it's like little things here and there where there's emphasis on certain stuff, but most of it is actually counterculture to the way things were at the time. Like there is too much talk of like being cute and girly as like a necessary positive, or Ranma's complaints about manhood and being a guy, though it's a context thing because most of the show it's actually written satirically towards that. It's slowly fading.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
Bye, the pedal. Bye. Like
Great.
one thing to understand is that the show is written with the perspective of like Japanese culture at the time of like the 80s and 90s, and that the character is in a certain nuanced way actually very effeminate compared to how guys were supposed to be acting, which is kind of like the subtext joke of Ranma. Anyways, like I could go on about this for a little while. I won't. But it's a good show. Even the old one is actually really solid. You just have to bear in mind some slight context differences, where certain things were a little less problematic than they are now. And the new one is doing a great job of retelling it without losing that. Like all of it, and still being a bit better about the problems. Ryoga is a character from it, and his sense of direction is so unbelievably bad. And
I wasn't sure what it was. God.
Headbutt. And just down. Yeah, that one doesn't explode. It's not the spiked one.
I do love when Ranma's like, I'm a dude, I'm a man, and then like
Does something girly.
Well, I was gonna say he gets transformed into a girl, so that like the one I forget what episode, but where Akane carries him. He's like, but I'm a man. So then she turns.
Yeah, like no way am I gonna have a girl piggyback me, and then
it's like, there, is that better?
Because it would be embarrassing. It's stuff like that that's like a holdover from the time, right? Because like, who the hell should care now?
And then he 100% accepts it as a female. He's like, okay.
Yeah, because he's really just blustering for the sake of his like his show of manliness.
I see you.
Not his actual manhood.
Oh, you almost got me because you were on. Wow.
Oh, he's a little sneaky. I guess spoilers, but not really, because it's the whole premise of the show. Ranma 1/2 to be precise for why it's called that, is a boy who went to China with his father, and they both fell into cursed springs. Yes, the martial arts on a martial arts journey, that old trope. They fell into cursed springs, and every time they get doused in cold water, they transform. He turns into a girl. Oh, there's another one, right by the plant. and his dad turns into a panda. And then hijinks ensue.
No! Stop that! It was not fair.
And much of the show is the crazy wackiness that goes on around them and the difficulties because of it. But it is actually very cleverly written. It's super well done. A lot of subtleties and overtones and all that stuff. Like, it's just a good mix. She's running up from the hallway, I think. I said I think. I didn't see it because I think it ran up from behind you because you weren't actually looking behind yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, right. You're using the other controller, so you might have some twitching to the left a little bit.
Fair.
It should be okay. It only acts up once in a bit. I had to switch controllers. The other one's stick was getting too problematic with the drift on the camera.
Look at this again. Okay, so I was up there, so I should go to 107.
Right.
This room.
While playing, I was actually playing Lego City, and I was finding it annoying because everything I was doing, the camera was very slowly panning to the left around me. Which is like a cinematic dramatic thing, except I need the camera to face forward.
Come on.
You're on the 3rd floor. You haven't gone upstairs. But, anyways, don't mind us rambling about Ranma. It's like one of our favorite shows. We like it a lot. A lot of fun. But that's the reference point. It's the Ryoga, who's known as the Eternal Lost Boy. Kiryu has not quite that bad of a sense of direction.
I mean,
but I almost think it has more to do with the fact that he's not superhuman.
Also,
As if he was superhuman, he could get that lost.
Yeah.
No offense, my love, but I've actually watched you fail to walk in a straight line.
Yeah. Seems to be...
Hidera Helix seems to have some kind of path separate from the rest of the plants up there, or they'll hold it.
Yeah. Okay.
Pest. So I said past. It's pest. And so it's saying a certain plant needs to be separated from the others because otherwise they all die because there's a certain parasite in the plant.
I think I've got this room. It had the key.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm concerned that it's talking about plants and dying because that makes me feel like there's going to be some sort of plant thing. I don't want to deal with plant things.
Also, Ranma is a cisgendered male that when he's hit with cold water gets turned into a cisgender female, and I don't know, as a gender fluid person, I'm like, that is amazing.
Excuse me.
That is everything. That is life.
Yes, Kiryu has a very strong bias for why he would like the premise of this show.
It's just, it's funny. Like when I would say it's like when a woman's like, oh, like all women, you know, find women sexy. It's like, no, they don't. You're just bi.
It's like, you're bi.
But like who doesn't think it would be cool as hell to like transform completely into the other gender just whenever you want?
Yeah, that has a specific trigger for it. That it's a controllable event.
Yeah, like, is that not the coolest? It's like, that's...
There's a lot of people who don't actually fantasize about
Like
that.
I said, that is exactly like when women are like, oh, all women, you know, experiment with girls and whatnot. And it's like, no, they don't.
Well, they might experiment, but it's like all women like get kind of gay when they drink and stuff like.
It's like,
now
no,
that's
they
called being bi.
you're gay or you're bi. Like, you're not straight, hon.
All people have a certain level of internal questioning that goes on, and usually at the most restrictive versions of it, it's just self-affirming of like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely not into this. So there's always some sort of like level of like, we straight? Yeah, we straight. But for the people who keep doing it, you're not seeing if you're straight.
Okay, so,
I saw that.
I want to go all the way up to the other. I guess we have to go into one of those though. All right.
Up to the other what?
The 3012.
Oh, right, you got the other key. I believe
we
you
got
have
that
to go
first.
through that door because the staircase that goes up to 3 is there in the hallway.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
You've gone up the central staircase. Now you have to go up the secondary staircase in the hall. That's the way into that little room over there. But yeah. Now, here's the thing. Here's the better question is that if you have the option to switch genders, would you have the interest in it? And personally, I was like, yeah, actually, I would. I have no desire to be a woman. I am very much so fine with who I am and what I am. But that's a pretty cool experience to be like, I wonder what that'd be like.
Jesus.
What?
Bad. No.
Oh, it was just leaves. There was debris that blew in. I was like, whoa, what kicked the door into splinters? I was like, okay, it was just leaves.
I was so ready to, like, kick some ass into here. Reading room.
No, that's down there is the
No,
reading room.
yeah.
For some reason, you have a... Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, like, it is a fascinating concept. What if you could just switch at a whim?
And, like, be cisgender, too.
Yeah, not just look like it and have, like, some of the junk or whatnot. It's like, no, like, full on, magically just the other gender.
It's like, oh, that's just... Oh, and
Yeah.
then I know it's, like, I know that's, like, my gender fluidness, and it's not what just, like, cisgender people feel, but I'm like, yeah, there's something there.
Yeah, it is just an interesting concept in itself. And, of course, the show does a great job of, and this is actually where it's actually very affirming for transgender people, is that in the show, Ranma's personality doesn't change when he becomes female. He is still very much so a he. He is who he is.
I see you moving.
Yeah, I see that.
Get out here.
Yeah. And that's a really important key thing, is that some people will be like, oh, no, that's not. It's like, no, like, here's the reason why it's important. For trans people, what you look like on the outside does not necessarily match who you are. So for Ranma, he's a guy. Even when he's a woman, because of the transformation, he's still a guy. It's just the body doesn't match in that moment, which is why he's so hell-bent on removing the curse.
Yeah. Because he doesn't want to be a girl.
Yeah, he's a guy.
I don't like how, like, clean this apple looks. I do love that there have been multiple times where he becomes a woman and he, like, uses his sex appeal
Yeah.
to get
He
shit.
absolutely takes advantage of how he looks and how people treat him, which is, again, another great thing for the trans community, because here's the thing, it speaks to what trans people have to undergo to protect themselves. It's not necessarily written as a rhetoric about this, but it cleverly does actually address the problems of perceived...
You got blood all over the carpet.
It does have the benefits of representing perceived gender roles, norms, and biases. Ranma in the show gets stuff for free because he, like, say he's a very cute girl. He's supposed to be incredibly hot as the girl.
He is pretty hot. And then Akane gets all
Angry about it because she's a tomboy who puts no stock in being feminine, is a klutzy, awkward, can't cook, violent girl. Now, here's the thing. This is where the show shows its age. Is that it's a big thing that she can't cook. Because there was a big thing in Japan at the time that women were expected to be able to cook. That was just something women did.
Yeah.
All women were expected to do that. And it was a, ha-ha, that's funny, a girl who can't cook.
Yeah.
So, it's a dated thing. But the writer of this also was making a point of comical representation by making it that A, she didn't care that she couldn't cook, and B, it was more like just humorous that she had a supernatural level of not being able to cook.
Yeah. Like, worse than me.
Yeah. It also does address that the reason why she can't cook is because she's impatient, brutish, and has bad logic and isn't necessarily that bright. Because all the characters aren't that bright in the show, they're deliberately kind of dumb.
They're also all, like, Akane and Ranma are, like, 16.
Yeah.
So, like, they're
They're
young
kids.
teenagers, you know?
Yeah, exactly. She goes like, oh, I'm out of baking powder. I can just use salt, right? They're both white. I think that's an actual line in it. It's like, oh my god, no! And of course she has an older sister who's 19, who's like the prim, perfect example of a sublime, feminine lady who would make the perfect wife. And her being the sublimely perfect, passive, and peaceful lady actually comes across as a joke because it's almost damaging how, like, inflappably kind she is, because she will not defend or rally with the others during times of conflict.
Yeah.
Where they're like, it's like, oh, Kasumi, you have to do something. She's like, oh, you're right, I do. I didn't offer them tea. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
Because the idea, it was making fun of this is what the idealized person is like. It's actually not good.
Do you want the apple?
Just shove it in the keyhole.
You want
Just mush the apple in.
You want the apple?
Sweetie, check the door. Did you not go up the stairs? What floor? Are you still on the second floor? Okay, so no, you don't. Sorry, we got ourselves talking about this. We're gonna gush about the show a little bit. We like the show. It's real good. It's on the remake's on Netflix. It's really good. I have the original series. It did 7 seasons, which I think isn't even quite half of the manga, which is a shame because it's so very good.
Also, like I said, as a gender fluid person, I freaking love this character that like
Represents the
by chance-
struggles.
Yeah, because he's not just one or the other. He's both.
Like, his body switches to both, and he is a guy. It's the
He's the
perfect
same.
allegory for the struggles of a transgender person, just on the reverse side of it, because it's a cisgender person suffering a transgender person's problems.
I don't like when doors.
Are slightly open in this game. But anyways, like, yeah, there's some stuff for that. Oh yeah, one of the things that was like an inappropriate thing of the time that they definitely changed, which I'm glad they did, is that all the Chinese characters had really obviously bad Chinese imitation accents, and they just dropped it as a character trait.
Oh, I'm glad I realized.
Yeah, good job.
Oh god, that.
Like, the characters who straight up speak Chinese and have broken Japanese, they have an accent because they're speaking broken Japanese, but
there's, like, that
it's not
one-
the bad 90s, oh, hey, Kai Chong, I use Chinese. It's like, oh, God, no.
The one guy that was at the
Jusenkyo, the Curse Springs, the guide.
yeah,
Yeah, that guy, by the way, that
That was
guy's
uncomfy.
characteristic of being the, like, Chinese guide, they use a bunch of guys like that in the manga. They keep reoccurring.
fair enough. But like, yeah, his accent in the original
Yeah,
was like
in the original,
really
he was like,
offensive.
welcome to ancient Chinese spring Jusenkyo. And it's like, oh, fuck, no, please don't do that.
And it's like, oh,
And in the modern one, he's like, and it's like, welcome to Jusenkyo. Like, he speaks normally.
and it's like, ah, there we go.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Relative perspective, right? Because they're not all speaking their respective languages with the respective accents.
yeah.
He just sounded normal in
What do you want
it,
from
so it's fine. Probably a key.
me? Let's read this.
Oh,
Yeah.
107.
Okay, sweet.
Note to staff, since it's taking you this long to get to the conference room, you might as well drop by room 107. I'm leaving you the key. One of the guests has made quite a mess. Interesting.
I don't want to go in there.
I don't know why the conference room thing taking long. I don't like that that they've taken a long time and there's some sort of implication with that. So let's...
Guess we'll have to go back down there.
Excuse me. Oh, yes. A key thing that has not been mentioned by us, where the hijinks of emotional turmoil go in, because it's kind of a harem anime, and not even a reverse harem, just a universal harem, because Ranma, his conflict is started, and the whole plot and premise of the show is that he is betrothed to the Tendo family's daughter. Whichever one, because there's 3 of them.
Yeah, I believe it was like.
Again, spoilers, but not spoilers. It's literally the first episode.
Yeah.
And it's not even a big plot twist. It's the actual presentation from the get-go.
I feel like this is also one of those shows that.
It's over 20 years old.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Mary just called us.
Yeah, she yelled James.
I just had to pause because I was saying something and then Mary's saying James.
I don't like that.
Hmm.
I don't like that. Oh!
That was weird.
What'd you do?
I had nothing.
What'd you do, game?
I was like, I didn't do nothing.
No, not you, the game. That was a flash.
Yeah, and like his body.
There was an after image. There was a silhouette. Ooh. Comfy. Behind you. You accidentally hit the turnaround button whenever you panic, but then when it's like, quickly turn around, you hit everything but the button for turnaround.
Oh, look, that was another apple. I'm stupid.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was. I didn't really.
Wasn't even remotely apple
No,
shaped.
we got that now, though. It was
Yay, bolt cutters!
I saw that
I'm
was
sorry, I'm not dropping this just
No,
yet.
drop it.
The rectangular box
I saw
with
it was
some red. Not even the right color
I
of red.
saw the red first. I did not see.
Anything else, apparently? I don't see shapes.
Your racist. Yeah.
Anyways, that's enough of that teasing. Oh my god. Sorry, that you gotta admit, sweetie, that is some comical level stuff right there.
I go back through this and she calls my name.
And did you unlock that? I think the lock's on this side. Ah, okay. Wait, it's a third floor key. What about your? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, no.
No.
Well, 312 would be the third floor key. It's just for a third floor room.
312 should be on.
Oh, there it is. It's got writing on it. Waiting for you.
That's creepy. Is that Mary?
I don't know. Let's go back down the stairs. Oh, you didn't check the doors for 19 and 18.
Okay.
You checked the door in the hallway leading to 19 and 18, but then you didn't check 19 and 18. That is not the way to 18 and 19. But, yeah, so the whole premise starts with Ranma is betrothed to one of the daughters. That's how he ends up being part of that family dynamic, because it's the Tendo training hall, and him and his dad come back from their journey. But the joke of the show is that just more and more people keep... Oh, what is going on down here? Oh, there's blood. There's blood steps. Coming away from the room. Interesting.
Do not disturb. James, don't move.
Yeah. Oh, wiggled, so it implies it can be unlocked from the other side. Whoa. I don't like that. Oh.
Okay, we're outside now.
Okay. But yeah, more and more like suitors, and there's the thing on the
Yeah,
table.
I saw.
More and more suitors like show up and whatnot. Both there's people who are interested in Akane, and there's people interested in Rama, and then people interested in Rama's female half. So it gets all sorts of crazy. So it's a constant joke. Wings fluttering. It's a constant joke and a constant, like gag of the series of people taking interest in them. Check those 3 doors because we're in an interesting spot. But yeah, the reason why it's not even a reverse harem. Not cool. Also, that's weird. The wind blew that open outward,
Yep.
not inward.
Yep.
But yeah, the interesting joke of it is that there's a harem in both directions for Ranma. It's like, that's not even how that should work. But yeah, it's a whole nutty mess.
Could you stop with the wings fluttering?
You are in a room with a bunch of bird cages.
Birds. Is there?
I don't know. You kind of spinning the camera around like a panicked drunk.
Well, that might be a bird. No, that's empty.
I heard a cage rustle. I don't know. Like, they do look empty. I'll grant you that. It's I couldn't get a good solid
Pretty
look.
sure they're all empty.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Which is why it's like, oh, spooky.
Bird fluttery sounds.
There's a lot of bird cages though too. Like, damn.
There's a book and a hole.
Go get it.
I don't like either.
Let's jump down.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Question mark. Very much so there, James. Question mark.
Good job, James.
I don't know how do we get that. Oh, wait. Try battering the railing with
Ooh, maybe.
the pipe.
Maybe.
Smack the broken railing. Alright, we've tried that. So maybe there's a walk around here somewhere. Can't go in just yet, but perhaps there's a way we will. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're just mindlessly rambling about Ranma because we just
so
like
cool.
it. We like it so much.
Awesome.
It was weird for me because I watched it as a kid. I loved the show. I found it in my like preteens, and I thought it was just like one of the like most fun shows Very funny, lots of fun stuff. But then the show just wasn't that well known. Like, this is the late 90s, early 2000s I found the show as well, so people were like going on about Bleach and stuff like that and Naruto, and it's like, why does nobody know about Ranma? I also watched like Yu Yu Hakusho, which was an early 90s one, that like nobody knew about, and it's like, what the heck is with all this anime popularity? And like, these two super awesome shows aren't known that well. Anyways, there was a drawer. I know, there's the sounds.
I also know that going after sounds is not really gonna help me too much.
It's probably through that. Wah! Hi-ya! Wah! By the way, it's not saying that like Yu Yu Hakusho was some like niche one that no one knew. It was just weird to me that like it just wasn't that well known.
Yeah,
Whoa,
no,
haha.
I see that door open.
Take that, you thingy. I also wasn't a Dragon Ball Z fan, so
I like how it crawled.
yeah, just like
It's like, I see you open that door.
I wasn't a Dragon Ball Z fan, so when people were like all shonen hyped for Naruto and Dragon Ball, I was enjoying the shonen.
Stop moving to your left, dude.
Like, I was enjoying like some shonen old school of like Yu Yu Hakusho, which is ironic to say old school because Dragon Ball Z was 90s.
Yeah. I'm going to slap you, James.
Is he drifting off to the left?
Aggressively keeps going.
Stop. Hang on.
Every time I do something, and he
There.
goes to the left.
There. So you just have to like fiddle the stick every once in a while to make it stuff. What?
Oh, nice. Okay, I'm
Stop
gonna
that.
use that.
Don't do that. That's bad.
Using that to my advantage.
I dislike that. I do not
Why
like
do you-
bashing the doors
Why
open.
do you not like pushing the doors open?
I don't know. Something about it just feels wrong and like not how that works. So it just bothers me.
Okay.
Employee elevator. What you need to do is check these doors up here and then pop out into the main hall to get down the big staircase because you got room 107 to do. Yep, this is one of the doors.
Just want to make sure. Do not enter.
I wasn't saying that you didn't need to check. I was just saying, yep, this is one. I was
Well,
agreeing.
thank goodness for that.
I was affirming your suspicions. Speaking of suspicious,
You see that up there?
yeah, I do.
Okay, I was gonna be like, just, want to make sure that.
What? What? Is the ray tracing in this acting up? What is that?
Yeah, see, because I don't know if it's the game or if it's. Because it could totally be the game.
It could be either or.
It was pretty.
I gotta add it to this game. It's so good with its spooks that if the graphic errors start happening, we think it's something psychological. Because we found that.
That had
Did you?
that one. No, I'm just. That door had.
Oh,
Thingy.
we didn't open it. It's there. It's there.
See ya, yeah. I'm like, I see that.
Take it.
Easy.
Take it. Take it. Yeah.
I've been catching them sometimes. Another maybe memory.
Memory music box broken.
Okay. Well, that's a why. Open.
Okay.
Gonna find absolutely nothing. Gonna go into the bathroom.
For a little clarity, what I said earlier, I've seen Kiriofeld walk in a straight line. I don't mean while drunk. I mean we were walking back to where we were staying, and he was trying to figure out how to get places, like, because he couldn't figure out any directions at all.
I also didn't have a phone. Like I didn't have a
Yeah.
phone plan anymore, so I didn't have data.
So he couldn't just Google Maps it, and he was getting lost very easily, and he was very scared of being lost for good reason. He was also in a new town. So it's not like, okay,
And it's a city, so
like it's bigger than he's ever been in, really, and he's never lived somewhere like this. So it's like, okay, like, let's help you build some awareness. We'll walk around. And one of the things was knowing the general direction of where to go to get back home. So we were on our way home, and he asked, oh, do we turn? I was like, no, we're going to walk in a straight line. You just walk into a straight line. It is straight for the next while. And he walks, and it's not even like 5 minutes later. He comes to the first turn, and then turns left. And I go, where are you going? He's like, oh, don't we turn here? It's like, I said a straight line. What part of straight is a problem? And he's like, I got confused. Like, what do you mean you got confused?
I refuse to be straight.
Like,
I refuse to be straight.
he was completely, that's like, I thought I had to turn. It's like, why? What made you think you had to turn?
I don't know.
He's like, I don't know. It's like, I said walk straight. And it dawned on me at that point. It's like, oh my god, you legitimately can't, like, go anywhere because you can't keep any direction in your
I had
head.
said before, like, I need Google Maps.
Yeah, Curio has an actual legitimate problem with being able to create mental maps.
I still would like someone to, like...
Sweetie, you missed the staircase.
There's a staircase.
No, you need to go down.
Oh, I was gonna check these rooms.
Oh, okay, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, no, I was gonna...
Also, you didn't check the door to the big room with a question mark. That is not the question mark. But yeah, so it was this funny thing of like, oh my god, your sense of direction is so bad that you legitimately would get lost on a straight road going one direction. 2 paddles.
You want apple? No? Okay.
No.
Alright.
I don't... 2 paddles or 2 spears. I'm not sure what's up with that. Revelations. And yeah. Okay.
I can't.
Read is done.
I don't think that.
Zoom.
Oh
Just
god, I
look.
took the book.
Alright, we have the book now. I wonder if we throw that where that other book was to shatter that roof.
Yeah, because that's a big book.
That glass. Oh, another big book. The One Who Soared by Alice Burroughs.
Alrighty. I also got that. Those are big books to be carrying, then.
It is big. I don't
There's
like
an eagle, there's an angel, there's a bull, a lion, there's just...
a person who's still alive holding the spear stabbed into their bowels and then a spear in their thigh.
He doesn't look like he's doing good. Right. I love that.
And he's, I think, tied to the pole.
Yeah, with the one hand, I think.
Yeah, it looks like the legs are bound to it too, but I don't know.
I do love... I feel like, I don't know, everything else kind of looks like it's doing something, but then the eagle is just, he's just there. He's just there for some fun. He's like, hey, what's up? What's up, man?
Huh.
Oh, there's a third
more book. All these books to throw. Stalwart to the end.
These are heck. I wish I could have thrown these at Eddie. These are fucking huge.
Save.
Yeah, I just want to grab everything.
So, pardon the ramblings, but yeah, that was the context of the, like, I'm not just insulting my wife when I say that he cannot walk in a straight line without getting lost. Is that he legitimately couldn't go 500 feet without getting, like, off the path and lost when the path was go straight, no other direction.
Yeah.
It has improved drastically since then.
Right, bookshelf. Ooh,
Go to the bookshelf. Okay, hotel, stop with the sounds. Maybe it has to be open, but... there's book slots. No, why would you put Stalwart to the end at the end of the... or at the beginning of it? It goes there.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
The One Who Soared. Revelations and New Understanding. I think that goes there. So that book we saw up top was definitely for this.
Yeah. Let me just put the other one in here.
Yeah, I think this One Who Soared goes there. And then we'll get... Oh, wait!
The picture. Maybe?
Yeah! So it goes Angel, Bull, Lion, Eagle. It's not the titles. It's the pictures. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go...
Get that book before we even bother, because there's no point.
Yeah, because there really is. I like there's a light right at that door. That makes me comfy.
Yes, but now Curio's sense of direction has gotten better, but it's still really bad.
I need...
He relates to Ryoga. Ryoga, who ironically, they get the exact same thing. There's a point in the manga where it's like, okay, Ryoga, all you have to do is walk a straight line for 100 feet. And he gets like...
Oh, yep. Oh, he went through there. Okay, so I don't have to worry about him too much right now.
That wasn't the same one. It just like skittered around so well that it looked like two.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but like, I'm not trusting this game for
I think he went in the hole. He's over there.
But yeah, it's like, all right, Ryoga, all you have to do is go in a straight line for 100 feet, and then he just veers left for no reason. It's like, oh my god, he can't go straight.
I want him to come back. I was gonna go fight him first.
Now, that's not really a spoiler for the show, I don't think, because I'm pretty sure that was in the manga and not actually done in an episode. Oh, that we've talked about it so much. I'm bummed out that we don't have a second season of a remake yet.
I know you're in here, bitch. There you are.
There's one of them.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's not the one that got away. Back it up.
I'm trying.
There you go. Is it?
That's totally the one that got away.
Oh, I thought it was one of the leggies that went through the hole, but I guess not. You say him, it's very clearly female.
It is. I've decided that social gender constructs don't matter to them. And that's
You know that's not that's exactly not why you're doing that at all. You just have a bad habit of saying him to everything.
Yeah, well, there's guys that decide that their trucks and boats and shit are female, and it's weird.
Was I talking about their bad habits?
No, but I'm saying that I'm allowed to because they're weird.
So having bad habits is justified by other people with bad habits.
Yeah, because it's a social thing, and it's a weird social thing.
Yeah, but those are objects that don't have gender specifics that they just get randomly assigned with. These things are all very clearly designed to be effeminate.
I see. I wish.
And no, that isn't like a gender presentation norm. It's like, no, this is very clearly meant to be things that weird out and creep out. Oh!
Oh, you almost
You
got
sneaky!
me.
You sneaky
almost
boy!
got me, but you did.
You little monster.
And then he totally did get me.
There we go. But these are clearly monsters that are meant to be effeminate to be uncomfortable for. Yes.
That.
No, you're on floor 2. You know what bothered me a lot as a kid? And I've adjusted to it now, but I still find it bothersome. Hotels and other such multi-roomed, multi-floored buildings refer to the first number as the floor, and then the next 2 numbers are the numerical valued room. You know what they don't do, and it bothers me so much? Put a colon between the 1, 2, 3, or whatever, the first floor number, being the floor, and then the room number. Because those are 2 separate numbers. It's not 203, it's 2:03. But they don't do that. And that has bothered me for years. Because it confused the shit out of me as a kid. I was like, holy shit, this hotel is 100 and there's like 205 rooms. It's like, oh no. No. It has 10 rooms on this floor and 10 rooms on that floor. And it's like, so separate the number.
Yeah.
It's a pedantic little thing that bugs the crap out of me because of my autism. It's also like the people who use, I get paid bi-weekly. You get paid 2 times a week? No, I get paid every 2 weeks. That's bi-monthly. Well, it could mean either or. No, it can't. The bi term meaning 2 within, not 2 of.
I know you're in there. Get out. I need to take a shit, okay? You can't hog the bathroom.
You don't even have holes.
Get the fuck out.
That's actually a concerning truth. They don't actually have holes. They're weird and unpleasant. They explode spewy out their seam-stitched body parts.
Open the goddamn door, or you're in there, bitch.
Oh, there marks get left in the door when you do that. That is also the reason why it makes me uncomfortable that you strike the doors. I don't like
James.
I don't like striking.
James, we were looking at the door, James. But I guess you can't do anything.
If you want, I'll switch you to the controllers, because this game doesn't seem to suffer the camera problem.
Yeah.
The drift on the other stick is just very, very mild, but in games that have a very sensitive camera, it causes it to spin.
James will he keeps going off to the... James is like, let me just move over to the left side. Sometimes he goes aggressively too. Sometimes he
There you go.
he really moves. Every time he goes left,
It really moves him to the left because it jolts him to the left.
Yeah, he's like, pull up, and I'm like, James, no, James. Oh God! I was thinking about how cold this remote is because I haven't been holding it, and then he jumped down at me.
By the way, I know people argue that it is not like I get why people argue, but it's not. It's not how it goes. By something implies to within something. The only time it is grammatically done where it means to of something is when it's talking about pay periods, because it's been continuously misused for a long time. It's like people saying that unthaw is an actual word. It's not. It's just become so common from people being stupid. And if you're offended by me saying you're stupid for using the term unthaw, I'm sorry, but you are. Unthaw would be to freeze things.
No.
This is my TED Talk where I reveal I am an asshole.
Surprise, I'm secretly a dick.
Surprise, I'm a total dick! That's an inside joke where, I've had multiple times where, like, when talking with friends and people, they, like, would... No, they would have this, like... they wouldn't suspect me of being an asshole, but, like, I'd make a joke and there'd be something joking about me doing something, they're like, oh, like... It would be... It's like, oh, like... It's funny because I almost thought you would do that. And it's like, why does everybody think that, like, that's what's going to happen? That, like, one of these days I'm going to rip off my face like a rubber mask to reveal just me, but an asshole beneath. Just like, surprise! I was an asshole the whole time.
Well, also because, like, in all of my dreams that you're in, like, you're just always, you're not, like, an asshole, but you're always, like, just so nonchalant about stuff. Like, the one time I was bleeding. Don't know why I was bleeding. I just had, like, a big bloody wound on my
I must clarify, he's referring to the time that he was bleeding in a dream.
Yes, I thought I said in dreams. In dreams.
Yes, but you didn't contextually say the time.
In dreams. And I was like, oh God, I need to go to the hospital. And in my dream, he was just like, yeah, you're fine. You're okay. It's fine. You're cool. You're okay. Don't worry. Just.
I'll get back to that in a second. I'm going to quickly read this.
Yeah.
Silent Hill follower deliveries. Sorry, flower deliveries. Man, my dyslexia's bad today.
Why not?
Perfect flowers for perfect occasions. Our best sellers. Lilies, I hate this flower name. Chrysanthemums.
I hate.
Chrysanthemums. Hydrangeas, gardenias, gladioli, carnations, daffodils, hyacinths, violets, roses, orchids, and more. 20% off for wedding bouquets. Call us 1207, and then it cuts off. I also have a lisp. If you haven't caught it yet with my whistle speech. Oh dear. No thank you.
Hi. Is it my wife being...
Weep once for yes, and wail for no.
Oh, please don't wail. Please do not wail. But that is him in, like, every dream I have that he's in. Because there was also another one where we had 2 other children, like little babies. I think like a little bit younger than our daughter.
At the time, like
yeah,
our daughter. Oh,
yep.
James, why?
But
that desk did nothing to you.
And in my dream, like I couldn't
remember the names.
I couldn't really see their faces or the names, so I was like, "Hey, what's their names?" And in the dream, he's like, "Oh, you know our kids' names," and I was like. Or you could tell me, you know, maybe I'm testing you to see if you know. And he's like, nah, you know. It's like,
You didn't check the disc.
Oh, did I not write it?
No, you swung at it and then and turned around. See? There's the dent from you hitting it. But yeah, no, so for Kirio, I'm not even an asshole in his dreams. It's more like I'm
He's kind of a dick.
Just benignly indifferent to Kirio's distress in them.
Like, no, it's fine. I'm like,
Which is so weird because I am very actively like involved with Kirio's distress to the point where it annoys him because in real life he's used to bottling and projecting and being kind of a passive-aggressive asshole when he doesn't want to deal with emotions. And I'm just like, no, there's something wrong and bugging you. I know there is. It concerns me. Let's figure this out.
It only really pisses me off when, like, I've been stabbed or something in my dreams, and you're like, "Nah, it's fine." I'm like, "You bitch!
It's clearly not fine.
I'm bleeding out." Also, in that dream, it didn't hurt, and I think that's because I was just so pissed at you, and you're like, "It's fine, you're fine." I'm like, "Dude."
For context, in real life, I woke up and Kirio had a bleed. This is during the first pregnancy, and the bed was soaked in blood. And my immediate response was like, okay, we're going to get you up to the hospital. Let's make sure that you're all right. Is there any, like, pain? Do you have any, like, cuts or anything?
I don't think there was any pain.
Like, I immediately went into crisis management and was immediately concerned, being like, we're going to make sure you're okay. But you're bleeding, so I have to, like, look into this. Like, I'm going to have to start asking you questions and checking stuff. So...
I thought it was that I woke up, peed, was bleeding, and then woke you up. Because I remember crying. And,
oh, there was blood in the bed. Like, it was a big
Fair enough, but I remember waking you up, crying, being like, bleeding.
Yeah. I didn't say I woke up and there was blood
Okay,
in the bed.
fair enough.
Or at least, I don't think I meant to say. Like, I meant that, like, when I woke up, there was blood in the bed.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so I was immediately went into crisis management mode, like, after getting woken up, I got, and started checking into it. You missed one door.
Did that?
203. You haven't checked 203.
Not fucking crap.
Jedi Knight, you're looking at the same map as me!
I know!
Outer direction.
Oh, fucking Christ, are you sure?
Look at the map. Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing it again today. You've been having a very going the wrong way day.
Oh god, this is... I should give this... No!
Seemingly.
Wait, were you not already dead?
I thought so. Maybe it was just holding out.
Stop that. Yeah, well, we're gonna...
That's pretty good. You're good.
Well, I thought it was good last time.
Yeah, you only...
Yeah, because there's that one!
Yeah, because you
always
didn't
told you.
actually kill it last time. You knocked it down, it stopped moving, and then you dealt with that one because you dodged and then took it down. You never actually followed up and hit that one.
I'm glad it stayed there, but you bitch.
Yeah. A little sneaky bitch.
Fucking... No,
Again,
no.
another direction.
Yeah, I know. So,
Yes. But yeah,
I can't go.
so for the... Yeah, I know. I'm just saying you need to make sure. Or else
Now
you're going to
we
see it
go-
later and be like, what? And
Now
then
go
go.
down the stairs?
Yes, now we go down the stairs.
I want to go back up and try to figure out going in that door. It's like, here.
Here's a book over here.
Come here.
We'll clearly have to figure... Oh, you know what? We probably have to get into the room below and then break the glass.
That makes sense.
You
What
gonna say first?
I'm gonna do though, because
Stuff is going on.
Well, it's
Oh, I guess we'll do 2 episodes then, because...
it's 52 minutes now, so we should probably end here.
Okay, we'll do a quick end, and then we'll get another episode going.
So thank you for joining us. Eat food, drink water, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.